Hello everybody, welcome to the third video in my series Drawing New Mexico's Ecosystems. Today I'll be drawing a Piñon-Juniper site in western New Mexico near Mountain Air. The photo I'm basing this drawing on was taken in the summer, and you can see I'm drawing in some big thunderclouds. Like the mountain sites, a lot of the precipitation this site gets are from the annual monsoon storms that come during the summertime. It receives the most precipitation during the June to September months, although it also receives snowfall during December and January, which play an important role in the water this ecosystem receives. This site sits at an elevation of 2,200 meters or 7,200 feet, and it has quite a range of species that live here. It's called PJ because the main two trees that make up the site are piñon trees and juniper trees. In particular, it's the one-seed juniper, or Juniperus monosperma, and the famous New Mexico piñon, Pinus edulis. In addition, there are two grasses that are common to eastern New Mexico, blue grama, or Bouteloua gracilis, and black grama, Bouteloua areopoda. There's also bushes of oak, Gambel's oak, or Quercus gambeli. There's also a variety of yucca, cacti, and lichen at this site. Walking around the site feels dense. There's all kinds of different plants, both alive and dead, covering the ground, and you have to push through juniper or dead piñons to get anywhere. The site receives about 385 millimeters, or 15 inches of precipitation on average each year. And while the average annual temperature is around 10 degrees Celsius, in the summer the average reaches 20 degrees Celsius, and in the winter it sits around 0. And over the course of a day, the temperature can change about 15 degrees Celsius just between night and day. The goal of this site was to study a Piñon-Juniper forest, balanced between both piñon trees and juniper trees. But about 5 years ago, there was a bark beetle outbreak at this site that killed the majority of the piñon trees that lived there. Here you can see me drawing in one of these dead piñon trees. While the juniper are not susceptible due to the style of their bark, the bark beetles killed many of the piñon trees, and it's questionable whether this ecosystem will ever return to the Piñon-Juniper forest it once was. Changes in temperature and precipitation events due to climate change seem to be leading to larger outbreaks, both in these desert ecosystems as well as higher mountain ecosystems in New Mexico and Colorado and the rest of the western United States. These impacts can have profound impacts on ecosystems, changing the makeup of the species that live there. But once again, the goal of this lab is to study current ecosystems, not pristine ones. So the Litvak lab will continue to study the site to try to better understand what impacts this outbreak will have. In the next video, I'll compare the site to a juniper savanna to show a similar site where piñons no longer live. Thank you.